all this time. You know what I'm saying? That women are unreasonable. And that, look, a lot of times the problem is rooted in the delusion. All right? Look, Princella the Queen Maker, right? She got something she wants to say. And I'm going to give my take along the way. So, family, let's just take this little ride with Willie D and Princella the Queen Maker and see what we can make of it.
What do women want men to do?
The reality is women want men to be their personal slaves. Women want men to placate to this fantasy that they have in their mind.
Fair use, family. Fair use.
And women got a lot of fantasies. Women want men to be these aggressive vessels that have a woman's nature. This is what they want. It's like they want their cake and eat it too. So they are addicted to sex, but to justify their sexual addictions, since they can't stay away from it, they have to try to make the man become a version of a woman that they like sleeping with, right? So she has a movie in her head, and she has roles that she has slots for. And there's a slot that she has for a romantic partner that only a man can be cast as. So she's willing to cast any kind of man and put him in this role. And if he's going to play this role, he has to do every single thing that she wants him to do. Pay the bills, keep your sexual organs only to me. I'm going to trap your eyes. You can't see no other woman in the world. You focus on me and on me only, and you give me all your money, right? And if he don't do everything that she want him to do, the relationship don't work.
She just gave you a breakdown of what I mean when I say she'll charge you with Superman and then hate you for not being them. Knowing she ain't no Lois Lane. She don't give a damn. If you think your woman got a problem with putting you in competition with her homegirl man without your permission, you would be sadly mistaken. Just don't try to put him in competition with his girl without her permission. Yeah, she charged you with being Superman and hate you for not being him. And like she said, at that moment, the relationship not going to work. But what's the first thing she need? She need a sucker. She need a simp who don't know, who can't see this, who don't have a true understanding and can do some of the surface level things, at least some of them. He can pay the bills. He handsome. Something that she can show people. And when he can't fit the rest of the qualities, she hate him on the low and it just keep bubbling up to the top. When she see she ain't gonna be able to make him be Superman.
So what I've come to find out is men are narcissistic, but women are 1,000 times more narcissistic than men, because women want to be the center of the universe, right? So if you find out everything that you about men and you're still trying to approach them the way that you approach them, ultimately the problem lies on the woman, because the male follows her. The male is a reflection of the woman. So no matter what I say about men, it's all gonna circle back to what women want.
I don't know what the hell she talking about right there. All right, that's a mumbo jumbo. All right, that she had to throw in there to give women, as she's still a woman, more credit than she deserves. It didn't even need to go right there. You know how it go, fellas.
Are jumping to everything that women desire, right? That's the problem.
You said in a recent video that I saw, well, in a video that I saw recently, that you realize how hard it is for men to be men after you dated a woman. Expound on that.
Okay. So, like I just told you, I've been around males for 25 plus years. I'm a tomboy. ex-military, football, but I've never really had female friends. I grew up in a male dominated. So I understand males a lot more than I understand women. However, I've been through the same things that women are complaining about with males. So when I first started my journey helping women, I thought that a lot of women thought like me. But I come to find out they don't. So my third girlfriend, because it wasn't the first two girlfriends I had, it was the third girlfriend that really made me see. And it wasn't just her. It was the responses that I got from breaking up with her from a lot of women. And I realized that she was the one that made me realize that women are totally entitled and lazy. It might appear that...
No. What she realized, fellas, and she don't want to say is it don't matter which woman it is. They was all like that. She realized they all just like her ass.
Women are not lazy because they do the bulk of the housework and all this stuff. It might appear that they're not lazy, but the only reason that they're doing that is because they're trying to force men to see that they don't need any other woman. Like women voluntarily take on all of the responsibilities so that she can say that my man don't need no other woman. So this is self-inflicted. She's not doing it because it's got to be done. She's doing it to control the man. So when it comes to the modern, quote unquote, woman, the modern woman, I'm realizing that, wait a minute, you want me to stop? I'm trying to go to an interview and you're making me late. And I got to go to a gas station, brand new gas station. Why don't we go and take care of everything at one spot?
No. She need to be the most important thing, the center of your universe. Just don't you goddamn it try to be hers when she got something she need to do. The more you give, the more she gonna push. My daddy was a hard charger. My mama hated him. Yeah. Didn't like him talking to me. All right. My daddy didn't give a damn. I thank God for my daddy every day. My mama charged my daddy with not being rich. She never married no rich man. She knew she didn't. All right. That's why she ended up getting my stepfather. Here nor there. My daddy, I didn't know at the time because you got to understand, even as a boy, my heart always went out to my mama. Because even as a child, as a boy, my mama knew how to make me feel her pain. Give a damn, I was going to protect my mama. I don't care what it was going to cost. All right. Look, when my daddy would say things, my mama would call him ignorant, and I would get upset with my dad. All right. Then my daddy learned to take me away from my mama. That's when he would always say, come take a ride with me. And he would. See, back then, I didn't know if a man was unwavering and honest. Women called them names like ignorant. Ride with me. And he would talk to me away from my mama. And he would tell me, boy, tighten up. You're too emotional. You act like your mama. You got all these damn excuses like a woman, boy. Tighten up. All right, that's how I met. She needed control. She needed control. She couldn't control my father. My father had this word that always worked for me. It was seriously powerful. And it was something my daddy embedded in me. It's this word called no. See, she can turn into that chick all she wants. If you understand how to use that word and stand on it. All right? You never be afraid to tell a woman no. Once she know you ain't gonna tell her no, boy, you're gonna be a sucker. All right, let me tell you something my daddy told me. He said if a woman knows she can push you up to the end of the earth, you can bet she gonna push you there. And then when the end of the earth ain't far enough, she gonna push your ass right off that cliff. Unless you can stand up and say no. The way you combat that is you don't even let her get the idea she gonna be able to get none of that off. None of it. The first thing she need to get this woman off on you is for you to be somebody to get this off on.
So we can just get on the road. You want me to stop before the gas station to take you to a special place to use the restroom. Now you talking to somebody. I done slept in the woods, having to dig foxholes, going to porta potties. I done drove trucks, being in the oil field, using porta potties out there, stopping at truck stops, taking showers. This is me. So for me to stop at a gas station to use the restroom, that's nothing. But for her, I don't use
it was beneath her.
It's beneath her.
You're a thinker. You're a woman with self-control. You know how women are. What made you think it was a good idea to start dating a woman?
Well, I told you earlier, I've been around males most of my life. I ain't really had much contact with women. So because I'm a woman, I'm thinking that women think like me.
They thinking like you. Yeah,
they think like me.
Right.
And I didn't realize that I was not like most women. I didn't realize that. Because now if you ask most women think I think like a man. The men think I'm trying to be a man. So maybe my thought process is more in alignment with a man than I originally thought. Because I'm a woman. And I got good sense, okay? I got real good sense. And I think logically and rationally about things. I didn't realize that women didn't know what they want. Because, see, I always knew.
She had to spend a few days as a man. All right. She learned a whole lot about herself in that few days she spent as a man. See, we got to live our whole lives as one.
What I wanted. And I realized, I came to the conclusion that what I want ain't logical. The more I learn more and more about men, I'm asking for something that, damn, the men ain't capable of doing. So I'm cool with that. I let that go. But with women, this is not the case. If you show a woman facts, she will try to find a way to still fit this into her desires. She will still try to figure out how to create a unicorn. Anytime I tell women.
Case in point, I did the other day. Okay, about the guy when he put the lady out after cheating on him and kicking him out the house. And he purchased the tax lien and evicted her and the babies after giving the babies a choice whether they was going to stay or go with mama, and they chose to go with mama. So he evicted her. All right. You see how no matter no amount, no logic and sense could be talked into her? All right. She couldn't be reasoned with. It was his fault. It needed to be his fault and skip up because that's the mindset. Skip over whatever she done. It's all about what you've done. Skip over whatever she done. It's all about what you've done and what you can do and what you're not doing. And you need to do more.
All this stuff. Then she'll say, what's the solution? How do we fix men? Ma'am, what do you mean fix men? There's nothing wrong with men. The only reason that you think it's something wrong with a man is because you're judging men on the rubric of a woman. You force this man to be your version of a woman that you like sleeping with. Because women only like sleeping with black penis. That's what it is. That's it. They don't like the man. They're trying to take the man out of the male body and reprogram him with female thinking. So it'd be cool if you was 6'5", 6 figures, more than 6 inches worth of Peter Wacker, all that.